All right, so we are back with every single champion in the middleweight division. This is where we left off. We just finished the welterweight division. Some of you thought that I was done with this series, but that is not the case. I was actually waiting to see if I could get another PlayStation 1 because I was trying to use Dave Mean, and he is not in UFC Undisputed 3, and also my UFC 2010 copy. I have no freaking clue. Pretty much, I'll just say there's been a bunch of freaking delays in terms of the video games that I need to play some of these earlier fighters, so it's put a little bit of delay on it. But I'm kind of tired of waiting. My order is not going to be here for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the fighters that I do have. So as you guys can see on the screen right now, it is going to be Vitor Belfort versus the second champion in the middleweight division of the UFC. That is Morillo Bustamante. That's who you're looking at on the screen right there. Morillo Bustamante is a legend. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend. I believe at the moment he actually has a black and red belt in Jiu-Jitsu, which very few people have. He won the title at UFC 35. This was in 2002, November 1, 2002. He defeated Dave Mean, who is the very first champion. Dave defeated Gil Castillo at UFC 33 in 2001 to win the UFC middleweight championship, and then he lost to Morillo Bustamante. Morillo Bustamante defended the title against Matt Lindland, and then afterwards he decided to leave the UFC completely. And after he left the UFC, he pretty much vacated the title. So after he vacated the title, Evan Tanner faced off against David Terrell at UFC 51. This was in 2005, and that's when he won the vacant middleweight title. So the two fighters you guys are not going to see in this video is going to be Dave as well as Evan Tanner. Evan Tanner is actually in UFC Undisputed, the 2010 version, but like I said, it's either the 2010 version or 2009 version, but like I said, I have no idea what the hell I did with those copies. I just literally played them, but hey, man, I got kids. Shit goes missing around the house all the time. So we're going to go ahead and use Morillo Bustamante. As you can see, I am facing TRT Vitor. This is young version of Vitor. That's just who I want to face. It is the highest difficulty. And we're just gonna run it. Let's see what happens. After this one, we're gonna get a fight with Rich Franklin. Let's get it. Glove touch, and we go. See if I can take him to the ground. That is my specialty. I don't suspect I'm going to be able to. Well, I mean, I know that if I start putting pressure on Vitor, I know I can do damage to him. Well, we might have to go to that, but for now, I'm gonna see if maybe I can drag him to the ground. Oh boy, catch that! There you go. That's a beautiful transition reversal right there, which of course granted me a pass into side control. Another one into mount. See if we can muscle him to the cage because I want to pin him. Well, he gave up his back. I'm going to tee off on him. And he shakes me off. Of course he does. I'm trying to see if I can. There you go. He throws it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Catch it, catch it. There you go. Woo. There's a reversal. Missed it. There's a takedown. I'll tell you guys what. Morillo Bustamante's jiu-jitsu in this game definitely does not do him justice. He really doesn't have a lot of, like against the cage right here, I don't have a lot of options. And facing the AI in the highest difficulty, take us back. The AI is gonna do some crazy stuff. And they're going to reverse me so easily. This round has been bad, man. I'm gonna have to brute force this, boys. See, I don't have any knees to the body right here. Can we sweep him? Butterfly sweep? Nope. He knee cuts directly through my butterfly sweep and mounts me. All right, so yeah, we're going to switch things up in round number 2. I'm gonna just stand in front of the AI. Generally, when you do that, the AI is gonna lash out like a lot of real life players do. Once you pressure them, they either curl up, in which case you can just tee off on them, or in other cases, they'll lash out at you. And as they're lashing out, they're using more stamina. They're leaving you more openings. And the problem in that first round is I wasn't forcing the AI to open up. So now we're going to force him to open up. I'm going to take damage, but I'm also going to give him damage. So here we go. I know. I'm going to make him work. Don't worry. I'm going to start using these light strikes to set things up. There it is. Look at his stamina right there. See that? Short-term stamina very low. There it is. In tight, Morillo Bustamante has a very short hook. Very short right hook. Like a short overhand that he throws. That does a lot of damage. Yeah, Vitor. Nice. Look at that hand movement. But are we getting him? We're catching him. Most importantly, I'm forcing him to lash out right there. See that? Come on. Come on. Don't let him recover. Don't let him recover. He's still out of breath. Look at his stamina, boys. There you go. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Good. He's still out of breath. I want to catch that. If I sit him down, I'm going for a submission right away. Catch that. All right. Catch it again, and we're going to go for the left hook instead. Yes. Rocked. Sit him down, please. Gassed out. All right. Knee bar. Right into Senkaku. There you go. He's done, boys. He's done. He is done. He is done. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. Yep. Leave it at that. Submit Vitor Belfort with a knee bar. Beautiful knee bar. What? That's the first time? Is that the first time I'm getting a knee bar? For them to be giving me a trophy right now? That's crazy. But yeah, I do love that position, man. Triangle, locking one of the legs completely. Generally, from that Senkaku position, if you're on the other hip, that opens, like if he was on his right hip as opposed to his left hip, that would open up things like ankle locks, heel hooks. But the moment you switch to the other hip, there is a possibility that he could take your back. But once you have that Senkaku locked on the leg, which is pretty much a triangle locked on that leg, that's pretty much a knee bar. It's very similar to like an arm bar, except it's against the knee. You're hyperextending the knee in the direction that it doesn't bend. If you've never felt a knee bar, it's a miserable, miserable submission to be in. It's not one of those submissions that you can start I mean, you could fight it if you're a crazy, insane person that doesn't mind their knees being blown out. But most people who are sane will not fight knee bars because they're absolutely horrendous. So, There you go. Morillo Bustamante gets the win right there. We're going to move on to the next fighter on the list, and that is Rich Franklin. Let's get it. Rich Franklin is not one of my favorite fighters to use in this game, I'll tell you that. I remember when I was still making UFC Undisputed 3 content, like predominantly, occasionally you guys would ask me to use Rich Franklin, and it was never a good time. One of the big reasons for that is, in this game, I remember I really enjoyed throwing leg kicks. I still do. Like, there are a few things that have stayed very consistent with me throughout all the games. I love the lead body hook. I've thrown the lead body hook in every single game. If you guys go back and watch my UFC Undisputed 3 content, I was known for ripping that lead body hook over and over again. Same thing with when the EA UFC games started coming out. I've maintained that whole thing of working the body, specifically with the lead body hook. But one of the things that I've always enjoyed is throwing leg kicks, whether it's the rear kick or the lead kick. And Rich Franklin in this game has one of the ugliest rear leg kick animations ever. But it was done on purpose because that's how he throws it. It's not a technical rear leg kick at all. Like, if you look at it, it is very believable. I'm going to show you guys the kick I'm talking about. It does some damage, but the animation will get you in trouble if you try to do it too much. So better to just use Rich Franklin's step-in jabs, his step jabs with his boxing. He's a southpaw, so I love throwing his roundhouse to the head as well when I can get opponents out of position. There are a lot of different things you can do with Rich Franklin. Just if you're still playing this game, don't expect him to be too competitive, especially because you've got Anderson Silva and GSP and Dan Henderson in this weight class. All of them freaking menaces. But yeah, we'll be fighting Wanderlei Silva. We're just using the OGs right now. Why not? We use Vitor. Figured I'm going to use Wanderlei Silva as well. And let's get it. See what we can do against Wanderlei. Wanderlei is going to rip hooks at you. His style is honestly straightforward to beat. He's going to wing hooks at you, and you just have to avoid him. There's our touch. Sit him down right there. A kick. See that kick? Oh, that animation is so bad. That animation is so bad. Head kick. Catch that. Sit him down. I love kicking their legs off. Kicking their legs from under them. Sit him down. Oh, there's the hooks. Oh, God. See that leg kick right there, boys? All right, we're going to start ducking these hooks. Ducking and hitting them with uppercuts. That's going to be the shot. I'm going to play this one more technical than I did the last one, just because I can actually do it in this fight right here. Oh, my God, that leg kick. Surprised he's letting me muscle him. There you go. Yeah, he's definitely... Oh, my God, that was a mistake. Wanderlei Silva is stronger than Rich Franklin in this game. And in this game, strength is actually a stat that matters. Strength is going to govern who gets to push who around in a clinch. So, get off me. Gonna have to fake that. Get off me. Thank you, ref. So, like, if you're facing someone that's stronger than you in this game, even if you get them in a very compromising position where you have the advantage, like double underhooks, for example. Beautiful. They're still going to be able to muscle you around. There you go. Like Brock Lesnar, for example. You fight against Brock Lesnar. Okay, you're gonna need someone like Shane Carwin. Even then, I think Brock Lesnar is it's either Brock Lesnar or Bob Sapp. I think Brock is stronger than Bob Sapp in this game, but those two guys are so freaking strong. Like, you get them in the clinch, you're not going to be able to push them back. You're not going to be able to move them. They'll be able to move you wherever they want. So, it is a stat that I definitely miss. I think they should bring it back, the strength stat. I think now it's like, it might be difficult to figure out how to judge it, right? But like, we know who some of the strongest fighters in the game would be if EA were to do it. I mean, we're thinking guys like John Jones, DC, Francis Ngannou, Habib, guys like that, GSP, Islam Makhachev, For the women, it would be someone like Amanda Nunes. Oh, man, I'm stabbing this man. Look at his head. I'm stabbing him very well. What I'm doing is I'm getting him to, I force him to react. Then I stab him. Look at that, like that. Look at all this head movement, man. Look at all this head movement. AI has turned into a freaking Terminator. Look at him. In the Matrix, huh? I see. Yeah. Keep eating these uppercuts until I sit you down. Beautiful. Nope. Oh my God, it whiffed. Nah, I gotta land that. I gotta land it, man. I gotta land that flying knee. Maybe it whiffed because I'm southpaw. Maybe. I gotta get him to overcommit so I can land it. There you go. That forward moving left uppercut, it's a very good shot as well. I'll show you guys that shot again. Oh, he's rocked. Sit him down. There it is. Oh, get on top. Mount. There you go. He catches it. Of course he did. We are obliterating the Axe Murderer. What a name. But as you can see, my stamina is getting very low, even though I'm doing most of the damage. And he's been winging shots over and over again. Just another issue you're going to run into while using Rich Franklin. His stamina is not the greatest in the world, man. Your opponent is swaying to avoid too many of your strikes. I can see that. I can absolutely see that, but it's not gonna matter because his head is very damaged, and we are for sure gonna get him out of there. So yeah, didn't really talk much about Rich Franklin. Just kind of started using Rich Franklin, but like I said, Rich Franklin defeated Evan Tanner at UFC 53. This was in 2005. He won the belt. He defended it twice. Once was against Nate Quarry, and second one was against David Loisio. I think that's how you say his name. That was, of course, before the man had the misfortune of running into one Anderson the Spider Silva from Cage Warriors. That was Anderson Silva's second fight in the UFC. First fight was against Chris Lieben. UFC, one of the greatest UFC debuts. Head kick. One of the greatest UFC debuts you guys will see. I want that flying knee, man. And he throws a flying knee at me. How dare you, sir? There it is. Another one. That one whiffed. But Rich ran into Anderson Silva, man, and it just went bad. Went bad. That was after Anderson Silva dispatched of Chris Lieben in round number 1. I mean, that was going back and looking at that performance, like, you understand why people were in awe, because at that time we just didn't and that's it. One more for the road. There you go. That was mean, but why not? Why not? But yeah, at that time, man, we were just not used to seeing that level of dominance, that level of clean striking, that level of counter striking, that level of intercept striking. It wasn't common, man. And mind you, a lot of people don't know this about, but Rich Franklin was actually considered to be one of the most dangerous fighters in the clinch at that time. Before he ran into Anderson Silva, his clinch was one of his strong suits. And then I think that's part of the reason why Anderson Silva chose to do him like that. It's like, oh, they know you for your clinching. They know you for your clinch striking. I'm going to show them that you're a novice compared to me in the clinch. And my freaking God, did he. But we'll talk about it. With Anderson Silva, there's a lot to talk about. One of the winniest fighters in the UFC ever. Just won and won and won and won. Just... many years, man, just kept whooping them, destroying them, beating them in fantastic fashion too. So there you go. Rich Franklin done. Next up is going to be Anderson Silva, and that's where we're going to end this part 1. I think this video is going to end up having 3 parts, but we'll see. All right, let's move on to Anderson. So I definitely had the option of using Anderson Silva in UFC Undisputed 3, but I figured, you guys would probably rather me use him in EA UFC. So here we go. We're facing the classic guy we always face, which is Robert Whittaker. Let's talk about Anderson. He defeated Rich Franklin UFC 64 in 2006 to win the belt. He did it in emphatic fashion. In the clinch. Showed everybody a completely different level of fighting that no one has seen before, bro. Especially Rich Franklin, because I think I said this in the Rich Franklin fight, in the commentary. I mentioned that Rich Franklin at the time was known for being one of the best clinch fighters. His clinch striking was very well known, but Anderson showed up and just showed everybody what a completely different level he was. And so he destroyed Rich Franklin in the clinch. Then he defended the belt against Travis Lutter. That should have been his first title defense, but Travis Lutter came in overweight. And so it was a non-title fight, which is kind of silly, but it's just how the UFC does. Punish Anderson Silva for a mistake he didn't make. Anyways, later on, Anderson Silva defended the belt against Nate Marquardt. Oh, gosh. Looking down on my notes here, man. I don't like it. I don't like getting hit while I'm looking down on my notes. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. So, first, he defended it against Nate Marquardt. And then he defended it against Rich Franklin a second time. This time, it was more of the same. Rich Franklin lasted longer, and he performed better, but it was more of the same. Anderson just butchered him in the clinch, broke his nose this time. Then, he fought Dan Henderson to pretty much figure out who the best middleweight in the world was, because at that time, Dan Henderson hadn't even won the UFC belt. I believe he was a Pride middleweight champion. But Anderson Silva choked him out. Choked him out. Rear naked choke from the back. Ended him. He fought Patrick Cote. Patrick Cote that was a weird one. I believe that was the fight that ended that Patrick Cote hurt his knee or his ankle. Oh, what the? Ugh. Stop hurting me. Got him. Set him down. Hurt his ankle or something like that. And Anderson won the fight that way. Then he fought Thales Leites. Defeated him. That's it. No. Oh boy, that should be it. That good. There you go. Defeated Thales Leites. Fought Damian Maia. Defeated Damian Maia in a lackluster fight that nobody enjoyed except for the first round or so. Fought Chael Sonnen. Fought him twice. Whooped him twice. Well, the first one, I mean, we all know how that fight went. Chael almost beat Anderson Silva. Second fight, Anderson stopped him. And then the kick heard around the world against Vitor Belfort. Then he defeated Yushin Okami. Blasted him with a freaking uppercut from his right hand and finished him on the ground. And that's when Anderson Silva ran into the man himself, Chris, the All-American, Chris Weidman. And we all know what happened when he met Chris Weidman. That is the beginning of the end of the Anderson Silva reign. So, legendary career for Anderson. Legendary doesn't even begin to describe it. The man was a force to be reckoned with. He was like a freaking machine. He was like just something we hadn't seen before. But that's it. That's it for this video. I'm going to leave this one right here. Next up is going to be Chris Weidman. That will be in part 2. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it. And I will definitely see you guys tomorrow with part 2. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one, boys.